Hello, my lovelies. It is time for the Spring Into Reading Athon announcement, so stay tuned. I am so excited for another round of SeasonAthon. I have two wonderful co-hosts. We have Amy from A Star Reads and Paige from Pages with Paige. And we have put together another fun round of SeasonAthon. So Spring Into Reading Athon, we always do a bingo board. I will have that link down below where you can go and check it out and print it off for yourself. Mine is looking very, very light because my printer is about out of ink. So this is going to be done rather quickly, and I'm not going to be doing a bunch of crazy edits to this video because we had some last minute changes. So I am filming this pretty much right before it has to go up. So let's just jump into the prompts. So the first prompt, I should also tell you, you can get a bingo going across, diagonal, up and down. You could do the four corners and the middle, or you could do a full blackout if you want. Whatever you decide is fine. You can also double up, triple up, quadruple up. If you can find one book that fills 5 prompts and gets you a whole bingo in one, way to go. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top and work my way across and then go down to the next line. So in the top left corner, we have spring cleaning. For that, it is to read a book that's been collecting dust on your shelves. We all have them, whether it's collecting dust on your physical shelf or collecting dust on your Kindle shelf. A book that you've had for a while and have been meaning to read and just haven't gotten around to it. The next prompt is New Beginnings, and that is to read the first book in a series. The center prompt here on the first line is Wet T-shirt Contest, and that is to read a smutty book. The next one is Road Trip, listen to an audiobook. And on the right corner, that is Let It Shine, read a cozy book or a book you think will make you happy. Now moving on to the next line, we have Holly Festival of Colors. Read a book with many colors on the cover or a book written by an Indian author. Next is Spring Fashion, and that is to read a book with a beautiful cover. The center spot on the second line is Rewind, and that is to read a past SeasonAthon group book, or if you've read all of the SeasonAthon group books in the past, you can read a book by one of our SeasonAthon authors. Next is a new prompt on the bingo board, and that is Vernal Equinox, and that is to read a book with a symmetrical cover. On the far right, we have Luck of the Irish, and that is to read a book with green on the cover. Moving down to the third line, the first prompt is self-care, and that is to just take a day for yourself. It doesn't have to be reading. It can be just relaxing and going for a walk or taking a bubble bath or just whatever. Take care of yourself that day. Next is New Life, and that is to read a debut novel. The center space of the whole board is the group book. So this year, or this round, we unfortunately do not have an author for the live show. We thought we had one, booked way in advance, and I guess things came up and that author is no longer able to do it. We didn't find this out until too late to find somebody else. So we're hoping to have that author at a future time, but for this round, we won't be having an author chat. We'll just have one singular live show at the end. We will still have a group book though, and we decided on Delilah Doesn't Care by Ashley Herring Blake. I know that neither I nor Amy have read this, and Paige has, but she's fine to do a reread, and she loves Ashley Herring Blake. So we're looking forward to reading this and discussing it in the live show. The live show will be March 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is, I believe, 3 p.m. Pacific Time and 10 a.m. on the 29th Australia time, or Paige's time zone. Okay, moving on to the next square, we have Spring Forward, and that is to read the next book in a series. It doesn't have to be the same, like you don't have to have done New Beginnings to do this. If you're already in the middle of a series, just read the next book in that series. Okay, end of the third line, we have Love is in the Air, read a romance or a book centered around friendship. Moving down to the fourth line, the first thing we have is Over the Rainbow, and that is to read a classic or a retelling. Next, we have Spring Break, and that is to read a YA or new adult book. So for the center line on this one, or for the center block on the fourth line, we have Refresh Your TBR. That's to get a new book, whether it's buying a new book for your shelves, getting a book from the library, borrowing a book from a friend, downloading an ebook or an audiobook. Any of those count. You don't have to read for this prompt. You just need to get yourself a book. You can actually use that book for other prompts. So I can't remember what the official name is, but there is an International Day Against Racism. And it was too much to put into this one little square, so we did do away with racism. So read a book featuring a different diversity than you're on. The final block on the fourth line is Women's March, and that is to read a book with a strong female protagonist. Moving down to our bottom line, the first book we have, or the first prompt, is Cherry Blossoms, and that's to read a book by a Japanese or Japanese American author. Next is Aries, and that is to read a book that reminds you of an Aries trait. And there are a lot, you can look it up, there's a lot of different traits for Aries. Xander, my son, is an Aries, so he's very ADHD, short attention span. So for me, I would probably go with a short book for this one, but there are so many different prompts or different traits that you could base this on. Future editing me here, I thought I would add this in. I just Googled traits of an Aries, and it says Aries are bold, energetic, and pioneering fire signs ruled by Mars. As natural leaders, they're known for being courageous, confident, and direct, often initiating new projects with infectious enthusiasm. While ambitious and optimistic, they can be impulsive, impatient, and hot-headed. Key personality traits of an Aries. Confident and assertive, Aries are bold, fearless, and assertive, often taking the lead in both personal and professional situations. Energetic and adventurous. They have a high energy, passionate, and adventurous nature, constantly seeking new challenges and experiences. Impulsive and impatient. Driven by a desire for immediate results, they're prone to acting on impulse and may become impatient or moody when faced with delays. Loyal and honest. They're deeply loyal friends who value honesty and directness, often being upfront with their opinions. Competitive. As the first sign of the zodiac, they thrive on competition, viewing challenges as games to be won. Passionate. Aries are known for their intense, fiery, and enthusiastic approach to life. Strengths: courageous and determined, excellent organizers and self-starters, positive and motivating. Weaknesses: short-tempered and sometimes aggressive, stubborn and unwilling to wait, often impulsive. Aries in relationships and work. Relationships: they are enthusiastic, loyal, but their directness can sometimes lead to conflict. Career: they excel in leadership roles or environments that allow them to take initiative and avoid monotonous long-term tasks. So I hope that helps with choosing a book for this prompt. Next is Tiptoe Through the Tulips, and that is to read a book with flowers on the cover. Then we have March Madness, read a book with a sport in it. And then finally, another non-reading prompt, and that's Tiny Umbrellas, and that's drink your favorite iced beverage. And those are all of our prompts. The Readathon will run, I should have said this in the beginning, the Readathon will run the entire month of March. We will have our live show on March 28th. Again, I said it's 7 p.m. Eastern time here on my channel. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about the group book. I have a fun little game that I recently purchased that's a check your shelf. And we might be playing some of that. And it's just going to be a good time. So join us and come have some fun with us. Future editing me here again. I totally forgot to mention our SeasonAthon Discord. If you're not already a member there, go and I have the link down in the description where you can chat with all of the other people participating, maybe get book recommendations or whatever. But yes, I will link that down below. So please come and join us over there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you participate along with us. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you're going to participate and you already have ideas of what books you might want to read, comment down below. Or if you're just participating and have no clue, you can comment down below as well. And who knows, maybe you'll find some recommendations down in the comments. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until next time, always be completely you. Bye!